Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Friday the 17th of March, and as you can probably tell it's raining, so I can't do the chain harrowing today. But what we're doing this morning is we're changing the food for the calves because the nuts were so expensive at £275 a tonne to fill up that hopper, that's £1,700. We're increasing the amount of fodder beet they're going to have, and we're going to use the fodder beet bucket to feed them today. Alright, so here we are, shut them up in here. They're coming out now for their fodder beet. Here we go. Now they've had 5 buckets every day, so they have been getting onto the fodder beet. You can't just feed it to them straight away. Here we go. They know it's down there. Yeah. Come on. Come on, you lot. There we go. So this is where really we can start reducing the cost of our feed, because this fodder beet, it's all grown on the farm. You would have seen it harvested at Christmas time. So it hasn't cost us a huge amount to grow per tonne. A lot cheaper than £275 a tonne filling up the Collins and feed silo. But the feed silo has its place. It's got vitamins, it's got minerals in it, which these calves need. But the bulk of their food is now from the fodder beet. We're also feeding them silage as well, which we made earlier on in the summer last year. So they've got silage, they've got fodder beet, and they've got nuts as well, which I give them in the mornings. So it's a much more cost-effective diet rather than feeding them purely on concentrates. But it does take quite a while to get them onto this diet. You can't feed them this diet when they're too young. You want to get them up to at least 6 months really before you can start feeding them like this. All right, so the nuts do have their place. We still feed them on the farm, and we fill the hopper up from Duffields, which is a local Norfolk-based company. So they put that tube on the end of the lorry there. The lorry flows it out up the tube. It then goes onto the connectors, which we built with the silo. It goes up there, up all the way to the top, and then into the bin. It's a 6-ton hopper, and it's been really good for us so far. Earlier we dropped this bale in here with the manatee, and we used to bed them all down by hand in the smaller sheds. So chuck's all about a pitfall. Just a nice little area really for our remaining cows to calve. So it's quite important that they got fresh bedding. Alright, so it's another farm delivery. We've got a small creep feeder here for some of the smaller lambs. The main flock will fatten off the marshes, but for some of the small lambs, which we just want to push a bit harder, we're going to use this small creep feeder. It's an experiment, and hopefully it's going to work out quite well. I know you're wondering about it and what it is, but it's your little feed station. Yeah, that's what it is. A little feed station. Alright, so this creep feeder kind of has a pair of wheels and like this sort of system so you can drag it around the field. But it's not the easiest thing to put together because the instructions have sort of been left in the rain, and I can kind of half read them. So I'm trying to do it by guesstimating really. Hope I do it properly. We'll have to ring them up and ask them how it all goes together. So we're just getting through the rest of the silage now. This is some of the horses again. They seem to be eating a hell of a lot of it at the moment. Now I'm going to try and cut this another way today. Subscriber said if we go down the bottom like this, cut it all the way around. Here we go, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All the way to there. It should pull off. Although I don't really know if if I'm doing it right. You have to let me know in the comments. I think this is how he meant to do it. That's quite an easy way, actually. I'd take my hat off to you in the comments. That's an easy way. Yeah, that's worked out not too bad. Look at them, they're loving it. Living the dream. This is one of my cows I reared up. Well, she is a cow now. It used to be a heifer. I reared her up on the bucket a couple of years back, and she's just had her first calf this year. I calved her back in February with the big jack. It was a bit of a difficult calving because she was a heifer, first timer, and yeah, she hasn't done too badly. She just doesn't like the rain, as you can probably tell. That'll be alright. There'll be summer soon. You'll be out down the Broads. Well, it's really chucking it down now. Really chucking it down. This is the bit of land we're going to grow for the 5 acres of fodder beet this year. We're growing some fodder beet here, and I've managed to mark it out with a GPS app on my phone, and there's around about just over 5.5 acres of fodder beet going in, supposed to be going in here in the next week, but as you can see, it's too wet. Very unusual for us in this part of the world to have wet land, but it is. So we're not going to really be able to plant our fodder beet for a good, I'd say at least another month. So this is what I've done. I've put some yellow markers down, and with the hopes that whoever's drilling the fodder beet will see the markers. And if you have a look, we pulled a bit of this down. The Sumo Trio came through here with the 8RX, and it's worked this land down. With sugar beet, you do need a bit of a finer seed bed, so we might have to put another cultivator through here or something to just bring it down a little bit more. And then next to that, this is the spring barley this year, which has actually come up. It's just shot up over this last week. We're really surprised with how it's looking. Drilling is bang on point, 36 metres on the tram lines for the spraying. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So as much as I love working with the livestock, it's nice to get out of the yard sometimes, check on the crops. On the left, this is a hedge, a brand new hedge which we planted only a couple of years ago. It's come up really well. Every year it has to be trimmed down to sort of prune it, if you like, to get that boxy shape out of the hedge, and it's coming along really well. Alright, so I'm out on the gator now doing some rolling with the gallops. It's one of those jobs which, come rain or shine, it really doesn't matter. I can still be out doing it because it's free draining. But I'm just admiring the drilling from the 8RX when it came along and drilled this field. Just unbelievable. The GPS drilling, the 8-metre Madistan drill. But yeah, just what a job. Unreal. I can't get my head around it. And then you see here the corners are just so wet at the moment. We've had about 2 inches of rain this last week, and it's starting to affect the farm. So I think this is going to be the future of farming in this country. Farming mixed with a bit of diversification. You can see there we've got the crops, spring barley, then we've got sugar beet going in there, and then the gallops, which is a diversification kind of side business. And it all works in quite well, especially with the livestock, with the renewable energy, the biomass boiler and the solar panels. Everything just kind of works, because when one part of the farm is down financially, another part's up. So it's just keeping your eggs in different baskets, as my dad always tells me, and everything just sort of evens out throughout the years, and you just got to play the long game. Over the weekend, we're going to go and look at a second-hand mower, and then we're also looking at a Teagle Tullamore and the spreader bale to bed all those lovely cows down. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.